Good morning, good morning, good morning. What another beautiful day the Lord has given us today. It is supposed to be nearly 70 degrees. It's definitely putting some springtime in the air for me. I hope it is everybody else where you are. We took care of our adulting yesterday afternoon. I got all my roofing panels picked up and I went and met up with my lumberman. I got a lot more than what I needed from him, but when they're $3 a piece right now, you just gotta buy them up. I managed to grab like 52 buys from him, and that will more than finish out this rabbit hutch and give me plenty for whatever else springs up for little projects between now and my next trip to go see him. It's an hour to get to him, so it's just better off for me to make it beneficial and get quite a few and bring them back with me. So first thing this morning, I'm going to jump on this roof and get it knocked out. It's just 4 pieces. It really shouldn't take too long. And then I'll jump back to framing on this hutch and we'll finish framing it up and get the lips and everything ready to accept these cages. And then we completed the box portion of 1 cage yesterday. Maybe I can knock another one of those out today. We'll just have to see how things go and what kind of time frame we're running into. We do have a chance of rain for tomorrow, which is Friday, so hopefully the weatherman will be wrong on that. And we'll just be optimistic and keep our eyes open in the morning and see what things look like. But let's get this covered. Let's get this framed in. We'll get that first cage set on there, and then I can start worrying about cutting indoors and feeders and stuff like that. And yeah, that's it. It is what it is. So let's get after it. Why don't you pick up these rocks? Can you learn how to pick up rocks? Alright, we've got a pile of 10 on top, and it's just 4 sheets, 4 10-foot sheets, and 52 buys. So I'm going to get this mess unloaded, and then I can get started on this roof. Well, that was fun. It didn't take long to get rid of that first layer. We did have a semi-light freeze this morning. I think it was right around 33, 34 degrees. But that got my blood going. But speaking of new projects, something I already had to add to the list, with Bee's grandbaby coming, I gotta build another doghouse. So, mark that down on the list. I've got roughly 8 weeks, closer to 7 weeks now, to get that done. So that's on the list as well. The list is just ever growing, ever changing. It's better than a honey-do list though, right? She can't even keep up with me to create a honey-do list. And there we have one rabbit hutch roof. I only missed one time so far. I've got a couple to finish on this far end over here. It's easier for me to do it from the ladder so I can see that edge so that I don't make the mistake that I made a moment ago. I'll put some silicone in it or a big fat lap screw, one of the two. Other than that, we got a decent roof. Missed one over on that corner right there, but we'll patch that up, not a big deal. And one day this will catch quite a bit of rainwater if we choose to capture this water. So I'm going to jump down. Actually, I'm going to climb down. I think that jump would hurt me a little bit. I'm getting kind of old. But we're going to climb down, and I'm going to finish screwing that edge off over there, and then we will check mark the roof off the list and go back to framing for the houses down here. You ready? Y'all want to get down too? Y'all can get a look at it, the same as me. See how bad at a square it is now. And it don't look too bad from there. Looks like they got a nice little roof. I think they're going to have a bountiful amount of shade in here. As you can see right now, they've got a little bit, and of course it's winter time, so that sun is coming in a little bit more from the south. This summer the sun will be more overhead, but they're going to have an ample amount of shade in here, and I think they're going to have a wonderful little place to live. Probably better than my current situation. Just have to step back and admire. Everything looks, you can see that screw hanging out in the front right there where I missed. Or I can anyway, it drives me nuts. I'll have to silicone that. I got a tube of silicone somewhere for that, just for that. But I'm gonna be a little bit prideful on that and be kind of proud of it. I'm trying my best to eliminate that trait from my personality, but it doesn't always work out. But yeah. Let me finish screwing off this end over here, and then we can get back to working on this frame. Well, for the most part, there's the lip for it to set on. There's probably going to be a support across the center, either that or at the cage divide on each one, just because. And then these cages. Just sit right in there. Pretty simple, right? And then they're at 3 foot apiece, and they should sit in between these posts here tightly. But it will go in there. That one's going to have to be squeezed in the middle, and then one on each end. And voila, simple. Well, yeah, That gives them some breathability above their cage. That way the heat's not trapped all the way down on them, and it allows for some airflow. We have been investigating some different canvases and tarps, and just we're going to come up with something, some kind of curtain, one for each side, here and over here and in the back, that we can roll up and tuck out of the way. That way in the summertime we can allow fresh air to completely move throughout, but in the wintertime and storms and heavy rain, stuff like that's predicted, we can roll those curtains down, give them some protection. Yeah, I think they're gonna like it. I think I'll do a support across here, and then also one on the other side where that cage is gonna sit. And then I just got to repeat the process for this bottom row. And then I'm going to build a shelf directly underneath right here that will have some tin on it that I've got over here that's sloped just a little bit so that everything will run out the back. And then I can put like a gutter or something back there to catch everything that hits that, and run everything down to the end, catch all the manure in a 5-gallon bucket, and dump as needed. Simple, right? Makes it easy to get it to the garden. Eventually I may do that on the bottom, but for now, with the grow outs, which will be later, I can just rake out the bottom for now and shovel it up. Not a big deal. I've run a shovel before. Now we got these little center supports, and both cages will be able to sit on that right there. Bottom section is now lipped and ready to accept cages. Whew. Now, to build this chute, wherever, right in here, you just have to see. Let's get started. I will try and explain this a little bit better, what I'm doing here, so it doesn't just look senile. But I've been called worse than that. But my theory, and y'all are gonna get to see if this works with me. My theory here is for this piece of sheet metal to make it up in here. And I've got 2 more of these over there. Perfect. So my theory behind that was, you can see the slope to it. I'll end up cutting that off in the back and probably attaching some kind of gutter or something, but I'll make a little push stick that I can access with from the front here, and that push stick will just go and push everything to the back, anything that gets stuck here. But that'll keep the guys on the bottom from, well, having a less than fortunate day. So I need to put 1 more of these bars in over there and put 2 more connecting boards, and then I can screw these down. It'd be better if I could screw them down from the top side of these ribs, and then I'll make a push block that I can just push the remains out of the back, and then I've still got plenty of room to get the cages in and out if I need to underneath without having to take that system out. I like it. You like it? Good, because I like it. I think it's going to work great. I just got to finish this other side up over here and then cut that tin and screw it down, and we'll be in business. And without going into detail here, and I only used my skill saw to make this, but I went ahead and made a little tool to push this out. I notched them just a little bit for those little humps that are in the ridges there. Put a 4-foot handle on it, and I just kind of roughly shaped the handle on the end with the skill saw. This can all be worked out later on, but that will go right in there, and it'll work better once that's screwed down. But then I can just push everything through. There we go. One poop chute. Get you down in front here so you got a little bit better view how that works if you hadn't figured it out yet. And then we got our handy dandy poop chute tool to where when you get ready to clean out, slide it in, push through. Now let's see if I can get another cage put together before I call it a day. Well, there's half of a second cage, but I'm tired. I'm just give out. I'm done. My hands hurt. But that's it. That's all I've got for today. And I hope y'all have a great one. Enjoy the weekend coming up if I don't see you tomorrow, and we'll catch you on the next one.